Okay, real quick, picture the world in 1914. Everyone's stressed, everyone's armed, everyone's got alliances they barely understand. Nobody's talking things through. It's basically a massive group chat where half the people are on mute and the other half are typing in all caps. One bad moment and the whole thing blows up, and that bad moment, someone assassinates an archduke. Not a king, not an emperor, an archduke most people couldn't pick out of a lineup. And somehow, that turns into the worst war the world had ever seen. This could have been avoided. It was not avoided. So here's the short version of how everything went wrong. Franz Ferdinand, the Archduke of Austria-Hungary, gets assassinated in Sarajevo by a Serbian nationalist. Obviously tragic, but on its own. This should have been a diplomatic mess. Some angry meetings, some threats, maybe sanctions, a lot of dramatic letters. Instead, Austria-Hungary sees this and goes, perfect. We've been wanting to deal with Serbia anyway. So they send Serbia an ultimatum that's basically impossible to accept. Except, plot twist, Serbia actually agrees to most of it. Like, way more than expected. Austria-Hungary does not care. They wanted a fight, so they declare war. And this is where history does that thing it loves to do. Because Serbia isn't alone. Serbia's got Russia. Austria-Hungary's got Germany. Russia's got France. Germany's got a very aggressive war plan and zero chill. Nobody pauses to think. Nobody says, hey, maybe let's slow this down. Everyone just reacts. Russia starts mobilizing to protect Serbia. Germany sees that and panics because their entire strategy depends on moving fast. So Germany declares war on Russia, then immediately declares war on France too, because France is Russia's ally, and why not? Might as well get ahead of it. Then Germany invades Belgium to reach France faster. Belgium, who did absolutely nothing wrong, is suddenly in the middle of everything. And Britain, who's been trying really hard to stay out of this, has a treaty promising to protect Belgium. So now Britain's in. And just like that, weeks, not years, the entire continent is at war. Nobody thought they were the villain. Everyone thought they were being defensive. Everyone thought they were protecting their future. In reality, they were just stacking fear on top of ego. Oh, and quick side note, this war wasn't even supposed to last long. Leaders genuinely thought it'd be over by Christmas. Soldiers packed light. Families waved goodbye like it was a short trip. It was not a short trip. Instead, you get 4 years of trench warfare. Poison gas. Millions dead. A generation wiped out. And here's the scary part. At almost every step, someone could have stopped. Someone could have backed down. Someone could have said, okay, this is getting out of hand. No one did, because stopping would mean admitting you messed up. And nobody wanted to be that guy. By the way, I'm your best friend. I explain history the way your friend would. Casually, quickly. No pretending this was genius. Just what actually mattered. Now, remember how this started as a European mess? Yeah, about that. Enter the Lusitania. Okay, that sounded boring. Stay with me. The Lusitania was a British passenger ship. In 1915, a German submarine sinks it. Over 1,000 people die. More than 100 of them are American. And suddenly, the US, which had been trying to stay neutral, starts paying attention. People read the headlines and realize this isn't just Europe's problem anymore. 2 years later, America joins the war. So yeah, one assassination turns it into a continental war. One ship sinking helps turn it into a world war. This is the point where everything locks in. Once the alliances fully activate, once the armies are moving, once blood's already been spilled, there's no exit ramp. Diplomacy disappears. Momentum takes over. Countries that don't even hate each other become enemies because their allies' are enemies. It's like the worst group project ever. Everyone's angry. Nobody remembers why. And now, everyone's committed. And the original reason, the assassination, it barely matters anymore. It was just the spark. The real fuel was decades of tension, paranoia, competition, and pride. Everyone was already waiting for a reason. When they got one, they ran with it. So what did all this lead to? World War I killed over 16 million people. It collapsed empires. It redrew maps. And it directly set up World War II because the Treaty of Versailles punished Germany so harshly that it created the perfect conditions for extremism. The people who paid the price weren't the decision makers. It was soldiers in trenches, civilians caught in the middle, entire generations that never got a choice. And that's the real cost. World War I didn't start because of one evil mastermind. It started because nobody communicated, nobody compromised, and nobody wanted to admit they were wrong. History is mostly people refusing to talk things out. And this is what happens when talking stops and egos take over. One assassination, one ship, millions of lives, all because nobody wanted to be the first one to back down.